note, though, let's move to this. Now, with the country quite steadily working on its vaccine and rollout drive to combat COVID-19, the clothing industry also wants to play a role. Now, the Southern African Clothing and Textile Workers Union has concluded South Africa's very first ever COVID-19 vaccine rollout campaign industry framework agreement. And the union says the framework agreement commits the employer and the trade union parties to the Clothing Bargaining Council to play quite a supportive role here in the rollout campaign. Some of these include encouraging industry leadership as well as employees to take the vaccine, helping debunk myths, and developing a customized industry registration application for the vaccine. So to talk more on this, I'm now currently joined by Mr. Meminkosi Vilina, the Deputy General Secretary of the Southern African Clothing and Textile Workers Union. And Mr. Vilina, very warm good morning to you. Thank you so much for your time. I mean, just for clarity's sake, how does the industry framework agreement then work? I know it's targeted at the COVID-19 rollout, but exactly how will it work?
Thank you very much. Good morning to you and good morning to the viewers. The agreement, the parties have agreed that the manner in which the agreement is going to work is that the parties commit themselves, to encourage the workers in the clothing industry first to register to take the vaccine and to encourage them also to take the vaccine, and that's how it's going to work. And the parties have committed themselves that it is not only to the government that will be running that program. So we thought it is much important for the industry itself to see how best that as an industry we can play a role to assist in the rollout of the vaccine program or the campaign.
Mr. Vilina, it seems that in terms of playing that role, you're quite concerned about some of the myths associated with COVID-19 and you'd like to sort of educate and raise awareness, so to debunk some of those myths. What are some of the concerns that you are hearing from perhaps even some of your members or South Africans in general around the vaccine?
Thank you. There has been a lot of, issues that have been raised about the vaccine itself. Now, it was very important for us to take a step to educate our members to debunk the myth in terms of the vaccine itself. It was important that we don't sit down and confuse the workers, specifically in the clothing industry. Then it was important then to educate our members in the clothing industry the importance of taking the vaccine, and also to demystify the myth that is going through generally across the country. So it was very important for us to do that work so that we work hard to make sure that we educate the members in the clothing industry the importance of immunizing the workers in the clothing industry.
Right, and I can imagine that, after the work has been done in terms of raising awareness, or as it continues to be done, then there's that target which you have set for the immunity industry target, which is around, of course, the number of employees that would be vaccinated. What's the plan around that alongside what the national government has in place to ensure that there's herd immunity at a specific time?
Yes, and we have set ourselves a target in the industry to work hard that as the parties, and I must thank the employers in the industry for their support to that important innovative agreement. So there is a target from us, from ourselves, the stakeholders in the industry, to make sure that we work hard to reach that target of 80%, and working with all the medical institutions in the country and within the industry itself in terms of the facilities that we have to make sure that at least we reach that target.
All right, we'll leave it there, but thank you so much for your time. That was the, of course, Deputy General Secretary of the Southern African Clothing and Textile Workers Union, Mr. Memingosi Vilina.